They go play action with Haskins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking. Check.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Including the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for us Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
The goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Haskins. He'll keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the keeper. He was brought down by Von Bell. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 42-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
2nd down at 5. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with McFarland. About 3 yards there to the 27.
McFarland, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First
and a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown,
Anthony McFarland. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Made by Devin Bush. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to fire deep for Radley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1 yard.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. A little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Burrow from his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Steelers 16, Bengals 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they do so in possession of the lead now thanks to the effort of their defense. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. 36.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Brought down.
There on on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Nixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
His kick is
extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Bengals 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Carl Lawson
making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Haskins going to try and run. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Haskins.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Haskins pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
McFarland once more. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check forward. Check forward. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Move. 19 Lions. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch the end. 3.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. This is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run here with McFarland and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, McFarland. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 30 on second down, Haskins flush to his right, and this will be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, here's McFarland. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now
down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. But it's brought in by Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 50-yard
From midfield now, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Haskins. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. McFarland running out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Bengals, they remain.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go places.
Say the we moving up with the whole squad. Are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on
this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. ready for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
This is Desby.